Hello?
Hello, how are
Hello?
you?
It's great, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Of course.
Hi.
Very good, very good. Excellent. And I see we have our second student. Hello.
Hello. Hello, teacher. Hi,
Hi.
teacher.
Hello, hello. Okay, so hello, hello. So my name is Seth and I will be both of your teachers today. So, who do we have with us today? Who do we have with us today?
Mm, pardon.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
can each of you introduce yourself?
my name is Listen. Listen. My first name is
Listen.
Listen. Listen.
Very
Yes,
good.
yes.
Listen. Very good.
You are my favorite teacher. Tutor.
Excellent.
You are my
Very
favorite
good.
tutor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And who else do we have here today?
My name is Elon Chan. You can call me Elon for convenience. I'm from Beijing. I'm a software engineer.
Very good. So we have Elon from Beijing. You are a software engineer. Excellent, excellent. And Listen, I've had you as a student a few times, so I know who you are.
You know,
So it's very nice to see you too. Like I said, my name is Seth, and I will be your teacher for today. Today's class is what makes art good, bad, or great. So, before we get into class, do either of you like art? Do either of you like art?
Yes, yes. I do like the art, especially
Elon?
the oil painting.
Very good. Excellent. You particularly like oil paintings. So oil paintings, very good. And Listen, how about you? Do you like art?
mm, I don't I don't know much about art, and
Very good. Okay, so I don't
but
know much.
but I like the picture. But I like picture, some beautiful
Very
uh, scenery picture.
Very good. Excellent, excellent. Well, both of you, those are great answers. So whether you like art, love art, whether you do art, today's going to be a good class because today we will learn about what makes art good, bad, or great. So let's get started. Let's get started.
Let's get
So we're
started.
going to take turns reading. We're going to take turns reading. So I'm going to ask that Elon reads this slide, and then Listen, I will get you to read the next slide. So Elon, can you please read this?
Of course. Introduction. There are many different types of art. Not all art is considered great. There are a few elements that real artists take into consideration before regarding art as great. If these codes are not adhered to, the art could be considered bad. In this lesson, we will focus on what makes art good, bad, or great. Enjoy the lesson.
Excellent, excellent. Very, very well done. So Elon, that was very, very good reading. Well done. There are just a few words that I would like us to discuss together. So first, this word is consideration. Consideration.
Consideration.
So,
Separation.
can you two? Very good, very good. And Listen, could you say
Consideration.
consideration?
Consideration.
Consideration?
consideration. Consideration.
Excellent. Very good. Excellent, excellent.
Adhered.
And this next word is
Adhered to.
adhered.
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 Exactly.
Adhered.
Adhered. Very good.
Adhered.
Very good. Very good. And very good. And Elon, you were very, very close to saying this last word right. Just think of the word less and on. Less on. Lesson. Lesson.
Lesson.
Lesson.
And even songs are a little like license. Her songs like a little
Yeah?
her pronounce speak this word sounds like a little license, a drive license. Sounds like
Ah,
a,
yes, yes. So, listen, that's a good point. There are so many words that sound very similar to lesson. There is license, there
license.
is listen, and you know what? Listen, even your name, Listen, listen.
No,
There is
L
words like
I
lease.
L I L I SEN. Listen, because it sounds like my Chinese name. Because listen
Ah, exactly.
sounds like my Chinese name.
Exactly. Very good. Absolutely, absolutely. Very good, very good. Excellent. So we have the word consideration, adhered, and lesson.
That's
So, Elon and Leeson, do either of you have any questions about this slide?
and what difference between the adhere to and insist on, for insistence, insist on something.
Lesson.
So, so adhere
License.
to means that they are followed. So they're followed are rules. So we're talking about followed rules. So what this is saying, if these codes are not followed,
Oh,
they're not followed, or they're not
not followed.
listened to,
Well,
the art is considered bad. Art
yeah.
is considered bad. It's kind of like if we don't, if we don't adhere to the law, we could go to jail. If we don't adhere to the law, we can go to
Jail.
jail.
We can go
So
to
to
jail.
adhere to is to follow. To follow. Okay?
Oh,
Listen, great question. Great question. Very good.
oh.
Any other questions?
No. So far.
Very good. Let's move on. Let's move on. So now we will take turns reading vocabulary words. So I will have Leeson read the first one, Elon read the second one, and then we'll take turns.
Take turns. Okay. An element, an essential part of something abstract, especially in art.
Very good. Very good. So this word is abstract.
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 Abstract. Yes,
Exactly.
abstract.
Abstract.
Exactly. 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 So abstract. Abstract.
Abstract.
So listen. Very, very good job. Exactly. Exactly. Very well done. Other than that, listen, that was fantastic. Fantastic reading. Now, Elon, number two.
Okay. Critique. To evaluate or analyze something in a detailed or analytical way.
Very good. Excellent. That was very, very good reading. So this word is analytical.
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 Analytical. So kind of sounds like LIT, but it's a Y. Analytical.
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 Excellent. Excellent. Very, very well done. So very good reading.
May
Now
I have
listen.
a question?
Vocabulary word number 3. Yeah?
And here, in a detail, means in a detail or in a detailed or in a analytical way, or means in a detail and or the analytical way. Means what? What I mean is that here, analytical way means in analytical way, or means analytical way.
So let's let the word analytical, the root of the word is analyze. Analyze. And to analyze something is to look in detail. To analyze something is to look at it in great detail. So to look at something in an analytical way is another way of saying analyzing or looking at different details. So they're slightly different, but very similar. Very, very similar.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And the contrast the state of being very different. Contrast.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Exactly. For example,
Black and white
is a contrast of
is contrast
white.
of the
Black
color.
and white contrast each other.
It's a contrast.
Exactly. So they are contrasting colors.
It's contrast of different color. Can I say like this?
It just doesn't refer to color. It's not just color. Things that are physical and colorful could contrast, but even ideas. So another thing is, let's see. If I am nice, or if you are nice and I am mean, they contrast. So not always, but contrast is often very different, or the opposite. These are often contrasting. Okay?
Opposite.
Very often contrasting. Very good. Okay, Elon, could you read vocabulary number 4?
Okay. Exhibit. To showcase something to an audience, especially in art.
Very good. Excellent. So, Elon, you almost read that perfectly. It sounded like you said showcase, but make sure you say showcase. Show something to an audience.
Showcase.
Excellent. And very good.
And
listen,
composition.
What is the last vocabulary word?
Composition, the nature in which something is put together.
Very good. Excellent. So, Elon, listen, that was amazing. You read all of those words beautifully. So very, very well done. So we just learned these 5 words, but we are going to see them in today's class. So we will have a chance to learn about them more. But does anyone have any questions before we move on?
No.
So far, I have no question.
Very good. It's okay, listen. We're going to see these words and get a lot of practice. So by the end of today's class, hopefully you'll understand really, really well. Okay. So again, we're gonna split this up again. So let's have Elon read this one, and Leeson read the second one.
Okay, what do you consider? Sorry, what do you consider to be the most attractive forms of art?
Very good. Oh, let's start with Elon. What do
Okay,
you think? What do you think?
it's very hard to say, but in my mind, I think maybe the painting is the perfect way to show the art. I especially the painting named oil painting or watercolor painting or the Chinese traditional painting named ink and the wash painting.
Ah, very good, very good. Okay, so you gave a lot of really good examples there. So traditional Chinese art, very good. And Leeson, what do you think? What do you think are considered to be the most attractive forms of art?
And mm, I like the colored the painting, colored for painting, and I like the scenery painting, and I don't like
Very good.
I don't like the pure article painting. For example, I don't like the Picasso's painting. Pica, Picasso, Picasso. Uh, Maybe
Okay.
you don't know what my Pi- Picasso. Because I don't know. Uh,
Yeah, Picasso.
yes, because I don't know I don't know what the means. I don't know that. I don't like the
Ah,
something abstract. I don't like the something abstract because I don't
there's the
know about
word.
that.
Exactly. Exactly. Abstract art. Abstract art. Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
very
like
good.
the abstract
So you
art
don't like abstract art.
because
It's very
I don't
confusing.
know
It's very confusing.
because I don't know about that. I don't know what does that means. I don't know
Exactly.
that. I have to guess. Oh,
Exactly.
me
So
too.
listen,
uh,
instead of saying, yeah, very good. So instead of saying, I agree with you two. I don't like abstract art. Instead of saying, I don't know what that means, you could say, I don't
I understand.
understand abstract art.
Abstract art.
I don't understand
I don't
abstract art.
understand. Oh, I
I
don't
Yeah,
don't un-
understand.
yeah.
I don't
I also
I don't
can't get the point of the abstract art.
exactly. So you could say, I also can't understand abstract art. I also can't understand abstract art. It's confusing. I agree with you too. I
It
agree.
confusing.
So
Yes,
listen,
it
let's
confusing
read
me.
number two. Let's read question number two.
Is there
Ah, that's
certain
a good one as
creature
well. It confuses me. You could say
abstract
abstract art
art
confuses
confuse
me.
me? Yes, yes.
Abstract art confuses me.
Yes, abstract art
Very, very
confuse
good.
me.
Excellent.
It's difficult to
Very good.
understand
So
that.
listen, what
Yeah.
does
Is there certain
exactly? Very
creature,
good.
creature? Is there certain creature that you used to? great art? If so, please share with the class.
Very good. So listen, this word is criteria.
Oh, criteria. Oh, criteria.
Criteria.
Criteria, not crucial. Criteria. Criteria. Criteria.
Exactly.
Maybe I have to.
So
I just.
listen,
Yes. Criteria.
yeah, we talked a little bit about this because we talked about what we like and what we don't like. We kind of already answered this question, and because we still have a lot of amazing questions in class, let's move on. But you did a very, very good job reading. Leeson, that was amazing reading. Elon, Leeson, you were both doing an amazing, amazing job with discussion. So let's move on since we answered this question. Okay? So Elon read the last time when we had a big paragraph. So I'm going to have Leeson read this slide.
What makes art good? And there are a series of elements to consider when analyzing art. These elements include technical skills, composition, and content.
Content. Ooh. Listen, finish reading and we'll get back to that. You just brought up a very, very good point. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's come back to it.
What? Me?
So keep reading.
Keep reading?
Come
Okay,
back
okay.
to that word.
Okay.
We'll come back to that
And
word.
the technical
Yeah,
skill.
keep reading.
Critically
Tricky word.
critical
Keep going.
critically art according to the technical skill used is the most common kind of analysis. Some of the technical requirements include the mixture of the painting, as well as the tone, color, and the texture. These also play an important role in the execution of the art. Texture.
Very good. Leeson, that was really good reading. So Leeson, I've had about 4 or 5 classes with you, and your reading is getting a lot better. So I am very impressed. Very, very impressed, Leeson. So, first asked a really good question. You asked a really good question about this word. So, there's the word content and content. Same spelling,
Content.
sounds the same. Yeah. So content is information. So coming together of information, and then there's content, which is happy, or a little happy, happier, so. So you're not sad, you're not happy, you're a little happy, you're so. So there's content. Can you two hear the difference?
And here I think I should pronounce the content. I think here the composition and the content, not content.
Exactly.
Is that true?
Exactly. 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 Very good. Now, Elon, can you say so on, content, and content?
Content, content.
Exactly. So you would say, I have a lot of content in my paper. I have a lot of content in my paper. Or you could say, I am feeling content today.
Today
I
I
am
feel,
feeling content today.
and now
I'm feeling
I
I'm
feel
feeling happy today. I'm
content
feeling
now,
happy today, but some people may just feel content.
and
Very
I
good.
feel
Very good.
content now.
This next word is very good. Excellent. This next word is critiquing.
Critiquing, oh, critiquing,
Critique.
critiquing.
Yeah. So listen and Elan, whenever you see IQUE, it makes an eek sound. So critique,
Critiquing,
unique, critique,
unique,
unique,
unique, uniquing, uniquing, critiquing, uniquing,
antique.
antiquing,
Exactly.
antique,
Critiquing.
antique,
Critiquing.
unique,
Exactly.
antique,
Very good.
critiquing, critique.
Exactly. Very good. So, Elon, could you repeat this word?
Critique, critiquing.
Critiquing,
Excellent. And what is this last word?
analysis, or analysis.
So, the root of this word is analyze, but the word is
Analysis.
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 Now is analysis.
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 These words confuse me. Analyze.
I know.
Analysis. Analysis.
Analysis.
Analysis. Analysis. Analysis. Analysis. Analysis. Analysis. Is this?
Very good. And Elon, can you say analysis?
Analysis,
Analysis?
analysis.
No.
Very good.
Analysis. Analysis.
Now is. Now is.
Analysis. Analysis.
Analysis,
Very good.
analysis.
Analysis.
Very good.
Analysis.
Very good. Very good. So Elon, listen, that's a really tricky word, but we'll continue to practice it.
Yes.
But in the meantime, let's move on. Okay, Elon, can you please read this slide?
Okay. Composition. What makes art good? Composition. There are 5 main characteristics that need to be considered when analyzing the composition. These are light, shape, value, texture, and color. If these are in contrast, they are seen as bad art. Some artists do this deliberately, to
It's 1 o'clock.
create a different art piece.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent.
Okay. Content.
Keep going. Keep going. You're doing great.
The content of the art needs to be appreciated to the viewer. Contradicting content may be harmful to the artist. A controversial art may also be harmful, so the artist needs to be mindful of the art that they produce and exhibit to the audience.
Very good job. Excellent, excellent. Elon, very, very good reading. Well done, well done. So, a few big words. This word is deliberately. Deliberately.
Deliberately. Deliberately.
Deliberately.
Deliberately.
Deliberately.
Deliberately.
Deliberately.
Deliberately.
Yes. Means on purpose.
Very
Purpose on
Perfect.
purpose.
good. Exactly. Exactly. So deliberately means on purpose or purposely. Something that is done on purpose. Very good. Now the second word is appropriate. Appropriate.
Appropriate.
Appropriate.
Appropriate.
Very good. Yeah. Very good. Excellent. Very, very good. And this one is controversial.
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 Excellent. Excellent. Okay.
Controversial
Elon, listen, you did
is
amazing.
controversial
Very
is
good.
may
Yeah.
I have question?
So, yeah.
Controversial is a word. Is controversial a word a long or adjective or adjective?
Controversial is a noun. It is a noun.
It's a long. It is. It looks like looks like it looks like adjective. So but I remember it looks like a adjective. Al as suffix or prefix or suffix as a suffix
Okay.
used
what?
usually regarded as adjective.
You know what? Sorry. Lisa, you actually made a good point. In this case, it actually is. This is an adjective because what is it's describing the noun, which is art. So this time it's right. Controversial is often a noun, but in this case it's an adjective. So an adjective describes
A long.
noun.
Yes, I know that.
And because
I know
the
that.
noun in this case is art. Yeah.
But
Because yeah. So in this case it's an adjective because controversial is describing the noun. So you are right. In this particular case, controversial is an adjective.
I remember a
Very
word.
Good, very good.
I remember a word talking about political and religions may cause controversial. Talking about political or religions may cause controversial. Here, the controversial is long. So it, here I'm it controversial confused me here, but thank you for explaining it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And good use of controversial confused me. I like how you use that. Controversial confused me. Or the word, or you could say the word controversial.
The word of controversial confused me.
Excellent.
Yes.
Very good. Excellent. So let's move on.
Let's move on.
Okay, now we're gonna learn about what makes bad art. What makes bad art? So, Listen, could you read this?
Okay. There is no set criteria. There is no set criteria to determine whether art is bad. There are, however, some exceptions to the rules. Most of the time, art that might meet the requirements of good art is considered to be bad due to the artist's choice of content, content or the composition.
Exactly.
There are a few.
Very good.
There are a few circumstances. Where art is considered bad. First, the art needs to be scenery in their work. Scenery. Silence to be scenery in their work. If not, it can be picked up by the viewer. The artist must have the desire to create art rather than to inflict or cause harm to the viewer.
Excellent. Very, very good. So, Listen, you did a great job reading. There's just two words. So, the first one is circumstances.
It's a synonym of the It's a synonym of the environment.
Sincerely.
So circumstances is plural. We're talking about a few of something, more than one. So it's not circumstance, circumstances.
Huh? Circumstances. Situation. Circumstance.
Very good. Exactly. So, Elon, can you say circumstances?
Circumstances.
Exactly. Circumstances. Very good. And Listen. Exactly. So, very important, Listen, add is at the end. Not circumstance. Circumstances. Circumstances. Very good. Perfect. Very good. Perfect. Now, this next word is sincere.
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 You're sincere. Or when we write a letter, you're sincere.
Exactly. Sincere.
Sincere.
Very good. Excellent.
Sincere.
Very good. Excellent.
Sincere.
Okay, so So Elon, Leeson, very well done. But let's move on. We're a little short for time, so let's move on. Okay. So, Elon, what does this say?
What makes art great? Great art is enjoyed and admired by many people. This can be analyzed or assessed by looking at the following criteria. Criteria. The artist's technical plays a very important role in the piece they are creating. The technique is used to capture the light and also to capture the word. The concept basically outlines the idea the artist used to create his or her piece. The idea is described to the audience through their artwork. If the audience can relate the piece through emotion, the piece is definitely a winner.
Excellent, Elon. That was so good. Almost perfect reading. So what is this word, Elon? What is this word?
Almost the perfect reading.
Criteria.
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 Criteria or
Very good.
criteria.
Excellent. Yeah. So, in North America, we say criteria, but in parts of the UK, they say criteria. If you say either,
American
it's okay.
English
But
or
I'm from Canada,
British English.
and in the United States, they will say criteria. But they're both works. They both work, but you will much more often hear criteria. Criteria. Okay? Very good. Excellent. Excellent. So, that was very, very good reading. So, Elon, you almost read that perfectly. So just listen. Are there any words in here that you had a little bit of trouble understanding? Or was this all good?
Okay. No problem.
It's good. No problem.
Excellent. Let's move on then. Let's move on. Okay, so what we're gonna do, because we're really, really short on time, we're gonna skip this activity. Basically, this was just saying, choose a topic from below, and we were gonna talk a little bit more about those. But earlier in class today, we talked about what kind of art we like and don't like, abstract art and scenery. So let's go on to another one. We'll go on to another one. So, Leeson, could you read this?
Analyze the following pictures and state whether whether they are good, bad, or great according to the criteria that discussed. Criteria discussed.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Very good. So, Leeson, do you want to talk about A, B, or C? A, B, or C?
What I think A
One moment, Leeson.
C
So
is
Leeson,
bad. In my
Leeson,
in my opinion, A is good. A is good. B is great. C is bad. C is bad.
okay. A, in my opinion,
A
A
is good.
is good.
Yes. B is great.
B
Is great.
is
Great.
great. And
C is bad.
C
Oh.
is bad. Very,
It's-
very good.
it looks-
Excellent.
It
Excellent.
mess up. C C looks messed up, and the B has its
Very good. C looks
messed up, messed. Yes, messed.
yeah
Looks messed. So, and A is
yeah
simplify, simple. Is simple. Is simple. Simple.
B is
It-
simple.
A
Very
is
good.
simple, and the B has its obvious meaning. Has its obvious meaning. The horse, the person, the horse, they are hand in hand. It has the yes, obvious meaning. Yes. B has obvious meaning. People in hand and hands. Yes. So it's my opinion.
So, listen. Exactly. It's correct. You know what? Listen. This doesn't surprise me because you said you don't like abstract art.
Yes.
A
I don't
and
like
C are very
abstract.
abstract.
Yes. I
B
don't.
isn't.
Mm.
B is not abstract. Very good. Very good. Let's hear what Elon has to say. Elon, what do you think? What do you think?
Well, almost very same as listen. I'm my favorite picture is A, and I think B is a normal picture, or the normal painting. C, sorry, I can't get the point from this abstract painting.
Very good. So, picture C is an abstract picture. So, I don't understand it.
What they are?
Very,
Yes,
very good.
I don't
Excellent.
understand it.
Excellent. So both of you, very good. Lisa and Elon, you both gave really good answers. I like that. That was really good. You both had different opinions that gave really good explanations as to why you like each. So let's move on. Okay, so let's see. Because we're a little over time, we're only going to do two of these words. Only do two words. So I am going to ask Leeson to talk about this word and Elon to talk about this word.
It's
So,
meaning
explain what the following
Crap.
words mean and give your own understanding. So, Leeson, what is this word?
critic, critic, critical,
Crit?
critical,
Crit?
critical, critical,
Crit.
critic, critique.
Very good.
But
Very
you just
Very
said,
good.
maybe North America said critic, UK said
I know.
critic.
So, I know. That is criteria. Critique.
Critique, critical.
I know it's confusing.
And
You know what? Listen.
Mm.
Listen. After class, I'm gonna do research. And find out why we say criteria. It's confusing. We say critique. We say critical.
critical.
It makes sense to say criteria, but in all of my schooling, they always taught us criteria, and I
Right.
don't know why. So you know what? Listen, thank you for pointing that out. I'm gonna look into it. And next time I see you, hopefully I'll see you again, and I'll be able to tell you why it's criteria. Okay?
Or you will give
But
the explain
this word is critique.
critique.
Yeah.
Critique. Yes.
This is critique.
And here explain what the following word means. Critique. Critique means people give something its review on give the review on something. Give a review on something. Give its opinion or give its review.
Very
Good
good.
or bad review. Good review, can we say it's a critique? Critique. I don't know. And the bad
Yeah,
review or
because-
good review, but I don't know whether we can say that's the critique. Maybe critique only include a good or bad review. Good review maybe is not. We don't say good review is a critique. I don't know what it is. What it is? I don't know.
So, a critique could definitely be good or bad. A critique is to review or give an opinion. It doesn't have to be bad. It could be good. So,
It could be
for
good.
example, when we talk, we're always critiquing. It could definitely be good.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be good or bad.
It could be
or
good.
bad.
It could
So
be good. Could
the
be bad.
reason, yeah, people often think a critique is bad. They usually think it's bad because a lot of people think of the word criticize. A
Criticize.
lot of
Yes.
people think of the word criticize.
It looks similar.
Yeah,
It looks
criticize
similar.
because a very negative.
Yes,
it has
it's a
very
criticize.
negative association. But critique can be very positive or it can be negative.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
Excellent. So, listen, very, very good answer. Now, Elon, what is contrast?
Contrast means something is very different from another. I can give you an example. Black is contrast with white. I mean, black is contrast with white.
Exactly. So you could say black contrasts white.
Yeah, black contrasts
Very good.
white.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, Lisa and Elon, those were amazing answers. Very, very well done. Woo! Okay. So, we are a little bit over time today, so we're gonna have to end it there. But before we finish for the day, do either of you have any questions for me?
I have a question. If I don't understand the something, can I say that I can't get the point of something?
So can you repeat that? You wouldn't say I can't get the point. You would say I don't. You could say I don't get the point, but that's more informal. And it's not the most what we call refined English. It's much more clear and concise to say I don't understand. It's always better to use less words. 3 words is better than 5 words. So this is 3 words, this is 5 words. One's much quicker and to the point, and one is much clearer. Okay?
Okay.
You could say, I don't get the point, teacher. Or you could say, I don't understand, teacher.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
No, thank you.
No question.
welcome.
I just want to say it's a very pleasant
Excellent.
session. And I also want to say thank you, teacher.
Ah, thank you.
You are my favorite
I
teacher
wanted to thank you.
forever.
Thank you. You know, I appreciate that. I want to thank you too as well. So, listen, I've taught you about 4 or 5 classes. Like I said, you're improving a lot. Your reading is much better than when I saw you the first time. So I want you to keep on practicing your reading. And when you see these little tricky words, keep practicing until you understand them very well. And Elon, this is my first time teaching you, but I hope to see you again. You were a very good reader and you gave great ideas to our discussion. So I hope we can continue to work together and work on your English together. So I want to wish you two a great rest of your night and I hope to see you both soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next time.
Bye.
Hope to see you next time.
Bye.